Tom and I agree to disagree on how many titles are in this store.
40,000.
50,000 or something?
Anywhere between 62 and 65,000 titles.
This was the place that had the best movies.
You could find anything.
Remarkably diverse.
It's a little treasure trove.
The sanctuary, in a way.
Do not go down to the basement unless you know what you're going down there to look for.
I blame my bald spot being there because of that basement.
Vast.
Wall-to-wall movies.
Tasteful. It's everything.
A cinematic candy orgy.
Like Christmas.
I had a buddy, and we were looking at opening a CD store, a music CD store. It was all the rage back then. It didn't pan out, so it was my mother. She goes, Tom, you should either buy a video store or open a video store. That may be good for you. And so that was September of 1987, and then by November 12th, I opened the doors here. I had 400 VHS movies to open.
I used to work at a place right on the corner here. Video store in my neighborhood? Sure. I'll check that out. They would rent players as well. We'll take 6 movies and a player. And we do film festivals, the guys in the band.
By Christmas time, I had 500 members signed up. And then it just cascaded from there.
You never just came in for a movie. It was a conversation as well.
I don't know, he's just a special character.
You just got this lovely laugh that makes you happy, right?
He just knew his stuff.
Yet he was so gentle and enthusiastic and kind.
I think for a lot of customers coming in here, that genuine kindness really attracted them to him.
Rather than spend an hour arguing with whoever I was with about what we were going to watch, I'd ask Tom.
I thought every employee I've had brought something different to the table or to the counter, and that was important for me to offer that mix.
They were happy to see you when you walked in.
It was a place to come and be amongst the community.
I would love to just sit here and sort of flip through movies and listen to the conversations of other people that came in here.
During 1988, 1989, 1990, and 91, those were boom times.
He was in the paper all the time.
For a young 22, 25-year-old, it's like, holy smokes. I thought business was easy, but by 92, it changed quite a bit. There was actually a fair bit of competition in Kingston at that time.
Everywhere you turn, there was a video store. You'd go to every convenience store, there'd be like a video section.
In 1992, Jumbo Video opened at the Kingston Center, and then Blockbuster opened downtown, so I probably lost 75% of my revenue within a 2.5-year period. It was pretty tough. The one thing that kept the store open was I have a large selection of older titles. The fabric of society is so wide and diverse that Classic Video needed to offer that kind of selection to maintain, a happy customer base.
A Blockbuster visit used to be part of everyone's weekend routine until Redbox, Netflix, and internet streaming came along. Now, Blockbuster is closing another 300 stores.
It was a weird feeling thinking, I'm the last store here in Kingston, and it wasn't necessarily a good thing being the last store standing. Netflix, by 2015, they were that boutique video store that Classic Video would be, but it was online. It was new, it was novel, it was exciting, and it was cheap. Disney Plus went online, and I watched my sales drop 20% within that month.
The streaming services have convinced people into living in a world in which they believe they have access to a lot of movies, which is untrue.
It's actually narrow because the things that come up are the things that get the most hits rather than the things that represent a certain era, things that represent a certain place or an alternative language or culture.
And I don't think Netflix or HBO are going to fill these niches.
That narrowness is very disturbing to me as a historian.
I remember when he decided to actually, like, he couldn't do it anymore and he just wanted to go ahead and close. And it caught me off guard. And he sat down at my bar and he said to me, listen,
you know, I think I'm going to shut the business down. I just don't see a future in it. A decision had to be made, and I stand by it. It's not the one I wanted, but, you know, that's the way life goes.
We got the windows papered up and we walked over to the Tir na Nog. He had a glass of wine and he thanked me for helping, and I made sure he got home, and that was that. Honestly, I didn't think anyone cared. And then we announced that the store was closing.
I had mixed emotions. First emotion was guilt because I didn't come in here like I used to anymore.
We were watching films online because it was easier to just stay home. And so I feel some personal responsibility for this closing of the shop.
Frankly, it makes me feel kind of old. Like things I value that people just don't get. It makes me sad for them, and but it makes me sad for me too. Like I just feel like so much is getting lost.
That breaks my heart as much as anything else. You know, obviously I spent a lifetime building this inventory. I feel there's a real scrubbing of movie history with the closure of the store. The store was my anchor through my entire adult life. You know, it provided me stability. Whatever was going on with me personally, you know, coming here was healing with the customers coming in and the friendships that you had that are not easily replicated elsewhere.
Especially in recent years, it felt like one of the last shining lights we had as a movie community in the city.
This was a center for people that were interested in film and art.
We were a rare gem to have this still in 2023.
This is Kingston's cinematic video Library of Alexandria.
And really, there's so many treasures in here to be discovered that it's just an absolute shame that it's closing.
It's gonna be missed, and the love is definitely felt.
It's going to be a new chapter in my life, and I really don't have an answer. It's uncharted territory. I mean, I've been self-employed for 35 plus years through my entire life, so it's going to be a challenge. I need to reinvent myself, and it's a whole new world, so we'll see where it goes.